The following contains spoilers for the upcoming season of Game of Thrones. Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about big spoilers that are coming from leaked photos from Season 7 set in Caesarea and Dubrovnik these days, but be ready because intensive spoilers are coming. Let's start with leaked photos from filming set in Caesarea. 2 days ago, filming began. Location in Caesarea will depict King's Landing in the upcoming season. Some of the most famous locations of Caesarea such as the Plaza de Santa Maria, the narrow Cuesta de la Campania, which will depict the alleyway, Plaza de las Veleras, which will depict street tavern in the market, and the Arco de la Estrella at the top of Plaza Major. All of these locations are decorated in Lannister symbols and will depict parts of King's Landing. First of all of these locations are connected, and it was a little bit confusing on how they are going to film all the scenes at all of these locations in such small amount of time. As soon as I've seen that all of these locations are connected by the streets, and as soon as I've seen that all of those locations in which scenes will be filmed are on the streets, I knew immediately that all of those locations are going to depict something big. A parade maybe, and I could only assume who it's going to be, but now it's confirmed by leaked photos. Firstly, filming started with Lannister banners adorning the walls of Caesarea. Extras were also coming dressed as a typical citizens of King's Landing. Some were dressed as the Lannister guardsmen, gold cloaks, and there were a few men in black outfit, which we assumed were representing Euron's men, and we were right. At this moment, it was pretty clear that something big is happening. A few days ago, Indira Varma, known as Illyria, in the show and Rosa Bellorni cellars, known as Taine, also came in Caesarea. Last time we've seen the Sand Snakes murdering Princess Myrcella, Prince Doran and his son heir Prince Tristan, after which they along with Olenna Tyrell decide to become new ally with Daenerys. As we all know from season 6 finale, the Sand Snakes were sailing with Daenerys Targaryen to Westeros, along with many others. As I've already said in previous videos, also supported by leaked photos, Daenerys along with her two armies, the Dothraki Horde and the Unsullieds, will arrive at Dragonstone in the first episode of season 7. While Dany is with her army at Dragonstone, Theon and Yara Greyjoy with their Ironborn men, supported by the Sand Snakes and their army, are going to have a fleet battle against Euron Greyjoy. However, as my predictions supported by the plot leak a few weeks ago were that Theon Greyjoy has arrived at Dragonstone and was later beaten up by the Ironborn men because he ran after his sister Yara, and their ally at the Sand Snakes lost the battle fleet, in which few Sand Snake died, while few of them are going to be captured along with Yara. This all came true yesterday. It's known if Euron is going to beat them because of his experience in fleet battles, or because he built so many ships and simply outnumbered them. As we can see from the new leaked photos, on the filming set at Plaza de Santa Maria, King Euron finally appeared on season 7 set along with Yara and the Sand Snakes. It's now most likely that Euron will pledge his Iron Fleet to Cersei in the upcoming season, but in return Cersei will have to marry him. Similar deal as he had with Daenerys, but at that time his siblings were faster. As we can see, Yara, Illyria, and Taine will be captured after Euron destroys their fleet and will parade through the streets of King's Landing. From leaked photos, we can see Euron Greyjoy on his horse, which is decked out in a Greyjoy-looking faceplate, leading Yara in chains through the streets full of King's Landing citizens who are welcoming their new hero, Euron Greyjoy. Yara is not the only one that is going to parade through the streets of King's Landing. There are also captured Illyria Sand and her daughter Taine. By this parade, victorious Euron will prove to everyone else that he destroyed Daenerys' allies and accomplished his promise that he gave to Cersei as well, which will obviously be helping her to make her reign a little longer, most likely supported with a marriage deal. Also from leaked photos, as we can see, there are missing Obara and Nymeria. These two Sand Snakes, in our opinion also supported by leaked plot, are going to die during the battle fleet against Euron. In this very moment, there are not leaked photos which could confirm the fate of Yara, Illyria and Taine after they paraded through the street of King's Landing. But in our opinion, with two sick villains like Euron and Cersei, we don't even want to imagine what's going to happen to them. On this filming set, director Mark Mylod was also spotted, which makes this scene happening in either second or third episode. These are the huge spoilers from filming set at Caesarea, and be sure there will be a lot more. Now let's move on to Dubrovnik. I've already told you a few weeks ago that the most famous city in Croatia is coming back to depict few parts of King's Landing, which couldn't be made in Spain. It has been already proven that the Game of Thrones is coming to film in Dubrovnik, and the coming of Lena Headey, known as Cersei, Bjornsson known as the Mountain, and Nikolai Coster-Waldau, known as Jaime, is not surprising for us. Before Nikolai Coster-Waldau, aka Jaime Lannister, came on filming set at Dubrovnik, he was firstly in the capital city of Croatia, in Zagreb. The news about that spread on all Croatian news, because of Nikolai just posted on Instagram, in which he has posted a photo of Zagreb, and in the description he wrote, "Quiz time, where am I?" Not relevant for it, but almost no one guessed where he was. But according to Croatian news, Nikolai was in Zagreb for filming BBC series McMafia. Let me repeat this from our previous video. Even that Croatia wasn't on filming location list for the filming season 7, provided by HBO in July, it seems that some unique locations cannot be duplicated. Filming in Dubrovnik has already started yesterday, and will last 3 days. Also, not surprised by that, as it was known that this filming is going to start in the middle of December, and also that filming in Croatia won't last long, because they only came to shoot a few scenes on the only one location that couldn't be made in Spain. The main reason of the shooting, coming back to Dubrovnik, is because of its unique city walls. They're more detailed, because of the fortress called Bokar, which is one of the most beautiful functional fortification architecture. The fort is located on the southwestern part of Dubrovnik city walls. Bokar was previously used as the key point in the defense of Pile Gate. This fortress was used in the second and third season, particularly visible in Varys' conversation with Tyrion, in which they discuss battle strategies to defeat Stannis Baratheon's army while looking the sea. Also from leaked photos, we can see Jeremy Podeswa, the guy who is directing season 7 premiere and the finale. It's not that hard to guess that these scenes will happen in season 7 premiere, which will represent, in our opinion, one of the first scenes of Cersei and Jaime in the upcoming season. On the set in Dubrovnik, the Mountain is also spotted. Nothing surprising by that, as we know that he is Cersei's guardian 24 hours per day. The last spoiler, if we can even call it spoiler, is that the Kingsguard, under their new queen, is going to have the brand new armor. To us, it's pretty similar outfit which Cersei wore in season 6 finale, which she was looking towards the great Sept of Baelor, and while she was proclaimed as the new queen of the Seven Kingdoms. Now let's get back for a few moments in Spain. Apparently, John Bradley, known as Samuel Tarly, arrived a few days ago in Spain, which could mean that we will see a little of Old Town filming in the streets of Caesarea, since we don't think that Samuel will be in King's Landing. We have already said a little bit about Samuel Tarly in our previous videos. We are aware that his knowledge could play a huge role in the upcoming seasons, but in our opinion, Samuel's knowledge will get important in season 8, more than in the upcoming season. There are some rumors about Samuel curing Jorah's grayscale in the upcoming season, mostly based on leaked photo in which we can see Jorah's reunition with Daenerys at Dragonstone, so don't take this theory too seriously. All we know for sure is that Jorah will reunite with Dany in the upcoming season, but who will cure grayscale, or will he even cure it? Since there's also a theory about Jorah coming back to Daenerys to serve her as long as he can before it spreads too much. But however, if not in season 7, Samuel's knowledge will have a huge role in the last season, which is mostly going to be a battle between the humans and the undead army. We are sure that Samuel will find something useful while being at the Citadel, something that could help humans to win the real war. Samuel might find out how to make Valyrian steel, the form of metal that all of them need in favor to have a chance against the White Walkers. So yeah, Samuel Tarly will, in our opinion, the biggest part of season 7, spend time at the Citadel and will be trying to find something that might save all the humans. To conclude this, these are only first leaked photos from these new filming locations, so you can expect more of it in following days. Let me know your opinion on Theon's running. After they lost the Fleet battle, do you think that he should have stayed and fight beside his sister, or do you think that he has chosen wisely? Do you think there is any possibility of Yara escaping or being saved by her brother Theon, along with Daenerys, or do you think that her fate is sealed? And the last one, is there any hope for even one Sand Snake to survive? Let us know your thoughts on all of these leaked photos. Feel free to write your ideas about their fate or how they are going to be executed by those two lunatic villains. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, and see you next one.